Wow, 2020, what a year, you guys. I can't think back in my lifetime where we've had so many bad things happen in one year. Looking back, I mean, one thing after another. We started with Australia burning down. Kobe Bryant and his daughter died, and then it just went on and on. The illness, the fires in the West, stock market crashing. You guys, it's been a horrible year overall. What has it taught us? That's the question, right? So, if you guys are new to the channel, my name is Brad. This is the Firefighter Financial Toolbox. We talk about finances, investing, taxes, and overall financial independence. So if that's something that interests you, do me a favor, drop me a like, subscribe to the channel, and you'll get notified every time I make a video. Okay, so let's get back to 2020. So it started off like any other year. We thought, hey, it's a new decade, it's going to be great, right? It didn't take very long for us to figure out that wasn't the case. Way back in January, remember, half of Australia was on fire. It was horrible. And we were sending aid, we're sending firefighters. I'm a firefighter, so personally I know some guys that were going to get sent to Australia to help out. Trying time. And then we heard about this really weird illness that was going on in China, and nobody really knew what was going on, but they were trying to build a hospital in a week, so we knew it was pretty serious. And then later on we figured out exactly how serious it was. And then early March came along, and the stock market just tanked, went down almost 40%. I think it was 38% at the maximum when it all the way down. Now, we were lucky enough for it to recover, but we had massive unemployment as all the businesses got shut down worldwide. You guys, this is something that happened not just to us in the United States, but everywhere. My in-laws and my wife's family in Italy went through a really hard time. In fact, they're in lockdown once again right now. Here in Oregon, we have a partial lockdown. We can't go eat in restaurants. Certain businesses are closed, gyms are closed. What did it teach us? Well, personally, it taught me a couple of things. One of the first and most important things is to make sure that you are insured. Make sure you have insurance that you need for your family, whether that be life insurance on you if you're the breadwinner, home insurance, renter's insurance for something bad to happen in case of fire or other natural disaster, like emergency funds. You guys, if anything we learned this year, it's to tell you that bad things happen, and having an emergency fund will give you some sort of peace of mind, at least to some extent, that if that unemployment did come for a short period of time, at least you'd have money to live on. Now, I know the stimulus helped us out with unemployment, and that was good. But this is the second go around, and we're still at about 7% unemployment nationally. And we have a lot of people who haven't been able to pay their mortgages or their rent. And thus far, the evictions have been put off. But that moratorium comes due next month in January, and some more bad things could happen. Another thing it taught me is the importance of investing and continuing investing, even when it's bad. Now, I know this year we had a quick V-shaped recovery. They love to say that, right? The market went down really fast, but it actually recovered pretty fast. You guys, we're only 9 months out, and we're back at all-time highs. Now, that certainly was a good fortune, maybe one of the good things that actually happened this year, but that's not the norm, right? We know that most recessions last about 18 to 24 months. So we were pretty lucky on that front. But if you kept investing, you learned that even though it looked bad there for a few months, and it did, it was hard to look at your balances dropping. I know at one point my portfolio was down about $150,000. Now, it's since come back and has done quite well overall for the year. But had I taken money out, had I sold out when it was going down, I'm sure that I wouldn't have ended up like I did. In fact, I did the opposite. I put more money in. I dollar cost averaged as the prices were coming down so I could have more shares of my ETFs and my stocks. Remember, The money you're investing is long term. It's not to make money for the week or for the year. It's to make money for the rest of your life, you guys. I plan on being invested in the stock market until the day I die. Hopefully my returns will continue until I die. And as you know, I'm planning on retiring hopefully in 4 years. So obviously the closer I get to retirement, I become a little more conservative because I'm more concerned with keeping what I have than actually being super aggressive and trying to make more than I think I can. Investing is an individual thing, but if 2020 taught us anything, it's to keep investing. In history, the stock market has always gone up. Obviously it goes up and down, but over time it's always gone up. And so we have to keep thinking that way and keep a long-term focus on your investing. Another thing that I think gets overlooked is the importance of family. You guys, if anything this year, we have a lot of people who are friends and family who've gotten sick, have passed. It's a time to think more inwardly and to think about the important things in life and your family. Try not to alienate some of the things that maybe we took for granted in other years. I think this year has taught us that bad things do happen, and it's part of life. It's not fun, but it's something that we have to deal with. On the financial side, think about the things you can work out, right? Make sure your insurances are covering your lifestyle. Make sure that you have an emergency fund so that if something bad happens, you're not going to be forced to sell everything you own to live. And the third thing, as I said, is keep invested. If anything we saw how fast the market can fall, but we also saw how fast it can return back to where we were and even past where we were. Now, again, that isn't going to happen every single time, we know that. But I am sure that in my lifetime there will be another bad year or another something that happens here in the United States or worldwide that can cause markets to go and panic into free fall, if you will. But keeping that long-term investing attitude makes you realize that even if it's a hiccup for now, it probably isn't the worst for everything. All right, guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you did, do me a favor, drop me a like. If you're already subscribed, you know the deal. Hit the red button, ring the bell. You get notified every time I make a video. All right, we'll see ya. Thanks.